Hello everybody, and welcome back to Marvel Ultimate Alliance. In the last video I got my nostalgia out of there, which was good times, but we need to get more onto the point. We're going to be talking about the pros and cons of this game today. I was going to have a part 3, but the footage for that got corrupted, so I'm using this for now, and if I don't finish, then I'm just going to, do a part 3 with something else, or I may re-record gameplay. Doesn't matter. Anyway, pros of this game. Lots and lots of superheroes, lots of alternate costumes, and lots of varying abilities. That's one thing that I feel that Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 did not do so well, because you only have like a few abilities for each hero. Whereas in the case of this game, you've always got your like support abilities, but you've also got like Deadpool can like shoot guns, teleport around and throw grenades, spin around with swords and all that crazy stuff. Really and truthfully, a lot of different things that can go on. I've been playing a lot of, as you can see in the video, or as you will see in the video, Mr. Fantastic can curl up into a ball and like hit people with it as himself, which changes how you play him compared to, say, in the case of another attack that he does where he like spins his arms around, very different. Another thing that this game has going for it is that the story is relatively original, at least from what I'm aware of. I don't know if there's a story comic book wise that details like Doctor Doom stealing Odin's powers and then using it to create his own godlike powers. I may be wrong, I may be incredibly wrong, but it seems really original, and it really makes you as a child, or heck, if it's your first time playing it, it makes it feel as if you really are humanity's last hope. And as unrealistic as that may seem, depending on what characters you're playing as, may not make so much sense for Stretchy Boy, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Spider-Man to be the best characters ever to stop Doctor Doom, but it gives you that little bit of tension, and it really works really well. Also, all of the characters are true to their comic book selves. It does a really good job of really capturing that sense of nostalgia for one, but also like originality. Even whenever you're playing with like the symbiote costume, it still feels like a comic book Spider-Man. Otherwise, really good game. Now onto the cons. As much as I like this game, it gets very repetitive very quickly. I mean, now of course a good chunk of that is because I've been playing, and I said this in my first video, I've only been playing with one team, just because I really wanted to mess with different teams, or I really wanted to mess with the think tank team. I did it again. I said it in the first episode. I said theme, but it still gets really repetitive even if you're switching up teammates like every level. It gets really repetitive really quickly, and even though there are many abilities, a lot of the abilities are the same. For instance, Deadpool can pull out his guns and shoot, Iron Man can pull out his repulsors and also shoot, and Spider-Man can shoot like web bullets. Literally all of those abilities are exactly the same. It's just that they're reskinned to fit the hero. I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised anyway, if the Human Torch also has an ability like that, and I wouldn't be surprised if say Blade has an ability that's similar to that. That's just how it is. But that doesn't like detract from the fun of the game, because you're able to play with like your friends, you're able to play as like all these really great scenarios, but there's still a lot going on with that. Also, another problem with the game is that with it being as repetitive as it is, it tends to drag on a lot, and it becomes more of a mindless beat 'em up scenario than, say, an enjoyable experience. So if you're going to play this game, I highly recommend playing, you know, slowly, and maybe take a break every time you get to like a new big area. Like whenever you switch from Stark Tower to Doctor Strange's mansion, maybe take a break for like a week, because it does get very repetitive very quickly. Other than that though, I have to say this is a really good game, and it hasn't aged well. I mean, just looking at it, it clearly isn't like the best looking game ever. A lot of the aspects of the game are very different than what you might be used to seeing now. But overall, I'd say that it's a good game. Uh, you know, I don't know how well Ultimate Alliance 3 held up, but I can't wait to talk about Ultimate Alliance 2, because oh boy, do I have things to say about that. Uh, Ultimate Alliance 3 is new. I don't even have it yet. I'm going to be getting it relatively soon though. So expect a retrospective / review for that later. Also, to add a little bit onto the cons before I go, there's clearly problems with this game, like in the movement. A lot of times I get stuck on my NPC teammates, stuck on walls, stuff like that. I just saw that like in the video. But stuff like that happens relatively often, and it's clearly not a good thing. But anyway, stay tuned for more reviews, content, and make sure to check me out on twitch.tv/WyattDude11. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.